What can I say? Um, well, as you can see, I got a mic. It might take a little bit getting used to, but we are new and improved. Where do you even start? I guess you can start 8 and 0. 8 and 0. 8 and 0. Clap it up. Wow. Haynes King Heisman? Haynes King Heisman game. I think that's fair. Well, let's pull this box score up. Let's pull this box score up. Oh, what do we have? Haynes King, 25 for 31, 304 yards. 3 tutties. Should have been 5 or 6 if Beetham knows how to catch the ball. Now, Beetham also had 2 other touchdowns. He could have had himself a career day and had himself 4 if he didn't drop 2 wide open. Haynes, 12 rushes for 91 yards. Hosley, another good game, 10 yards a carry. My goodness. My goodness. 8 and 0. Now, going into the game, I said, start fast. Another noon kickoff. Play 4 quarters of offense. Isaiah Canyon fumbles on the second play of the game. 15-yard chunk on the first. Isaiah Canyon fumbles on the second play of the game. Defense immediately gives up a 41-yard run. Downs him on the 1. Whoever made that play, spectacular job on not giving it up on it. Because once again, your defense made a goal line stop. Now, they helped us out with another penalty. But it does not matter how you get a stop once you're down inside the 5-yard line. Are you kidding me? 2 weeks in a row? Just incredible stuff from the D, especially early on in the game. And then you continue. March right down the field. Get inside the 5. You're thinking, get a touchdown. Put 7 on the board. Second and goal. Beetham drops the freest touchdown of all time, and we settle for 3. Now, here's where the defense really saves the offense. I think came out 3 and out. On the next 3 drives, I think they had 9 plays for 10 yards. And the offense couldn't be stopped. I think this game from Buster, this might be the best game from Buster Faulkner I've ever seen. Buster was in his fucking bag. Buster was in his bag. I've crapped on Buster all season long on his short down yardage play calling. It was beautiful today. It was beautiful. I mean, I think we ran that tight end jet, fake jet, out in the flats about 4 times, and they couldn't stop it. And then you ran it with Haynes a few on 3rd and 4th and short that we converted on, but you cover the spread. What was the final? 41-16. Another massive spread that the Jackets cover. So that's very positive. If we want the AP poll to start talking about the Jackets, or I'm sorry, the committee to start talking about the Jackets, you're going to have to start covering large spreads like these. Now, I think I don't speak for myself. I think I speak for everyone when we say I would have liked to see a 50-banger on the board, which I think could have been very possible if we just didn't get in our own way. But I mean, unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff. Just kind of want to start off by saying Fran Brown. This is going to be Fran Brown's 4th week without a shower. Now I don't know if y'all watched that handshake with Key, but Key made sure to dap him up from a distance and give him a little pat on the shoulder so he didn't have to smell his stank ass. God, it's so sweet. It's so sweet. And you could see all week franbrown was saying great things about Key and our team, and he knows he fucked up last year. 100% he knows he fucked up last year. I guess I'll kind of get into just kind of the first couple quarters of the game, because I really wanted to focus on playing full 4 quarters of offense. Now, Syracuse had a ton of cramps early on in that game that slowed our momentum down, especially in some of those drives when we were driving. And then they went to commercial break, which would take 3 minutes and just completely stop our momentum. We had some penalties. Now, I think a few of them were BS, like that. I think it was 3rd and long, and we ended up having to punt when Bailey was out on the perimeter, and it was 2nd and 12 or something, and we threw a screen. And I thought it was a great block. I mean, he kind of had his hand on his shoulder, but I didn't think he grabbed him. I think he was just driving him back, and the defender fell. And I think it's just because they saw a hand on the outside of the shoulder pad. They threw the flag, the blindside block before the end of the half. There was a lot of points left on the board today, and you still put up 41. So, Buster, that is what I wanted to see from Buster. Now, it's not like we were throwing super deep down the field, but it was such a mixed bag. And it just you could tell Syracuse had absolutely no chance. Buster, jets, counter, option, not a ton of screens today. We worked the hitch well. Other than, I think, Haynes' 6 passes that were incomplete, a few of them were on him. I think we had 1 or 2 drops, but Haynes has got to start making some of those deep, wide open deep plays like that wheel route to Bailey, or it wasn't a wheel, he faked the block and then ran up the sideline. But those are plays you got to start making, like the one last week, wide open to Patterson for a touchdown. Haynes has to start making some of those explosive plays now. It didn't matter because Syracuse couldn't stop us a single bit, but oh man, where do I even want to go with this? Just looking through some of my notes. Now, earlier in the game, we were in a lot of 3rd down situations. Look, this was another game through the first quarter and a half, we were still clenching our cheeks. It felt like another game that was going to be close, and it really was until kind of the second touchdown when we made it. What was it, 17-3, I think? And then before the half, you get the ball back, you stop them on 4th. 2 great plays by the D there. Now, both of those went to reviews, and I think they made the right call on both of those to get us the ball back right before half, and we went down, and that was the illegal blind side, where if that doesn't get called, we probably score a touchdown there. It just took too many seconds off the clock. But no, man, going into half, I feel like you thought the game was already over. That offense was just moving way too swiftly. Now, Canyon had a bad game. He had that one great catch at the end where he dragged his calf and toe. And I still don't even know if he caught that. If you look closely, the ball at the end kind of looked like it was rolling on the ground. But that fumble to start the game, man, you cannot have that shit. That's stuff that's going to lose you games against NC State, lose you games against Pitt, especially lose you games against Georgia, and moving on from there. Now, I don't know if we won or lost the toss today, but we keep taking the damn ball to start these games, and we're not doing nothing with it other than Virginia Tech. I mean, I can't think of another game where we actually used it to our advantage. And then you see what happens. We fumble. Luckily for the defense, other than the 41-yard first play, they held them to 3. So, I mean, you're lucky you held them to 3 there. And, yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. It's so hard doing these instant reactions because you're trying to think of everything that happened throughout the game. But, man, what stuck out is Haynes King is the Heisman winner. Haynes King is going to be the Heisman Trophy winner. So someone's got to start the argument. Someone's got to do it. 305 and 91 rushing yards, should have had 5 touchdowns. Actually, should have had 7 total touchdowns. He should have had 5 passing touchdowns and his 2 rushing. Unreal. He had 4 passing touchdowns coming into today. I think he had 3 today. Like I said, should have had 5 if Beetham didn't drop the other 2. But wow, I mean, he is unbelievable. He is unbelievable. If he can fix just making those easy explosive plays, that's all he's missing to his repertoire. He's got to start making some of those explosive plays. Now the defense looked fantastic. There were a few splash plays they had, but other than that, I mean, I thought they played a fantastic game. And near the end of the game, I think Syracuse was kind of getting more into a groove, but you know how that works. You're already up by that much. You're not going to be playing your regular defense. But they had some massive stops there early in the game to keep us in that game and not let it get too scary. More scary than it already was. Just great job from the defense. They've impressed me all year, and even down Amari, down Gilmore, down Akilo. I think a few more dropped during the game. I know Toby was getting up slow. They had to bring in Mitchell, who had a horrific play. I can't remember what play it was, but I wrote it down. Who the hell is this Mitchell dude? But man, some of these throws Haynes made, holy shit. Holy shit. Dude, that 3rd and 12 where he is running backwards and just all right, let's be honest, he just threw that ball up and the defender slipped on maybe it was Zion or Patterson or Eric Rivers. I can't remember who it was, but that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. To keep the drive going, I'm pretty sure we went on to score a touchdown there to really, I think that was really the last touchdown that blew that game open. Unreal. Unreal stuff. Your Jackets are 8-0. I think Ole Miss won. We're going to have to see how the rest of it plays out. Virginia snuck by North Carolina. I don't think Virginia's that great of a team. I think they beat a shitty Florida State team. And I think Louisville did not have their best game against them. This is back-to-back weeks Virginia has beaten Washington State, not a great team, by 2 points. I think Washington State had a good game or a close game, played somebody well before Virginia, so maybe they're all right. But North Carolina's ass. And you went to overtime and probably should have lost that game. If that running back on the 2-point conversion doesn't have alligator arms and can actually extend the ball, Virginia now has a loss in ACC conference play, and they're 100% out of the conversation. But this race is getting tight. Now, you've probably seen some videos, at least I have, from Rec talking about this ACC tiebreaker rules and whatever, and it's absolute bogus. So you have to keep winning. I mean, we control our own destiny. We're 8-0, the only undefeated team in the conference, the best team in the conference. You can't let up. You've got to capitalize off this game. I think this is as close to a full 4 quarters of a game that we've played all year. Other than the first drive on offense, that kind of screwed us in that Beetham drop. But after that, it was nothing but domination. And that's what I thought. I can't remember our score predictions from this week. It was a lot to a little. I think Ryan and I both said that we were going to cover the spread. So just fantastic. I did write down, that's what I was going to say. We keep getting the ball first, and we're not doing anything with it on the first drive. And I think almost every time the team comes out in the second half because they get the ball, and they go right down and score a touchdown. This time, two plays to give Syracuse some hope, to make it a 20-10 ball game. Now, lucky our Haynes King magic happens, and we come back and put another one on the board to make it back to a 17-point game. I don't know. I think our offense is lethal enough to get the ball first and to go do something with it, but we cannot help but step on our own foot early in the first quarter, especially on these damn noon games. But yeah, defense, we're missing Amari. We're missing Amari bad. Luckily, this was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever watched in my entire life. Ricky, I can't remember his last name, Ricky Collins. That man is awful. If Angeli was back there, this would be a whole different ballgame. This dude missed some of the easiest throws I've ever seen. That really could just not get them in any rhythm, which really helped Tech help Tech's defense, keep their head in the game and get off the field and give the ball back to this unstoppable offense today. But wow, 8-0. It doesn't even seem real. Like I'm still trying to grasp that this is happening. What a time to be a Jacket. I mean, this is it's so damn beautiful. It is so damn beautiful. I don't know when this will ever happen again. Other than next year when Aaron File is the quarterback and we do it again after winning the Natty this year. But embrace it. I mean, this is stuff that, especially in Atlanta, unless you're a leg humper, that happens often. As far as myself, I'm an all Atlanta fan. I'm a Falcon fan. I'm a Hawks fan. The only team that's ever given me any excitement, and the top level of excitement, the highest level, high level football, is the Braves. So to see this happening to the team I've always loved the most, who my dad loved the most, who my brother and I grew up loving, RIP, wish you were here to see this. But the Jackets are 8-0, man. The Jackets are 8-0. I could literally cry. It's so beautiful. Hopefully this team can get healthy. Possibly the toughest test coming up next week against NC State. They're just... CJ Bailey scares me, man. He scares me. I don't know what the running backs are like, really. I've got to watch some film on NC State, but NC State and Pitt, man. The final two games. You get past this game next week, oh my God. If you win next week, you're 9-0 going into a bye week, or maybe it's a bye week this coming week and then we play NC State, but you're 9-0. Play Boston College, who's in the dumpster, to go 10-0. And then you got Pitt. So we'll see how they do today. against NC State. Oh, wait. NC State and Pitt play today. That might have to be one I got to watch. I got to throw this on after that. But, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. It wasn't a perfect game. We didn't score every drive. But we looked unstoppable. Buster Faulkner, what a job, man. What a job. What a job. Haynes King's a dog. Hosley's a dog. Our receivers are dogs. This offense is unstoppable when we use it the right way. That's all I've been asking for. All I've been asking for is to play to the potential that I know we can. And even Key's been saying it. Key's been saying it in his presser. He said it all game today. We should have 3 more touchdowns than we do. He was pissed at halftime because of exactly that reason. Because we're leaving way too much out on the field. And you can't do that against some of this competition that you're going to be seeing, especially in week 12. Week 14, but game 12. I don't want to keep on dragging this along. Ryan and I will hop on later this week. But 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. Yeah. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. 8-0. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Hell of an engineer. I'm a jolly good fella and drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Oh, if I had a daughter, sir, I'd dress her in white and gold. Put her on the campus and cheer on the brave and bold. And if I had a son, sir, I'd tell you what he'd do. He would yell to him like his daddy used to do. We will see y'all later this week. Your Jackets are 8-0. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are 8-0. It's a beautiful time to be alive. I might go take a shower before I go out. Winners get washed. We'll see y'all next week. Go Jackets.